Hi everyone, Dominic, your drill instructor. Welcome to the clinic. And I want to thank our sponsors, Pool and Billiard Magazine, Diamond Billiard Products, Dr. Harrison for my fantastic pool glasses. And for all of you, thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, I want to get right into what we have going on with some letters recently about how can I make cross-table position shot making. And there was a couple of comments there that helped me realize what they were talking about was a situation that there's a drill called behind the line. The behind the line drill is going to really help create these lateral position moves, and it comes up in a multiple situations. So I want to take some time to actually show you how it's going to work. Okay, let's get started. So for starters, we'll basically set the cue ball on the line. We'll start with the 4-ball right into the corner pocket. And so we'll set this up. Bring the cue ball right back behind the line. Okay, and then to the opposite side, we'll go ahead and take that 3-ball and we'll start with that. And we'll set it up. Come back behind the line. Now this is basically what's happening as you're alternating any ball in any corner. You can go for the 6 or the 2. If you got a little too straight on one of the balls, you can actually just go ahead and draw it back, because the position concept we're learning is to be able to get back and forth across. If you happen to make 2 on the same side, that's perfectly fine. Also, at level 1, you have lots of flexibility. But one of the key things that comes up during this drill is the fact that you could find the cue ball a little further up and possibly in a position where you're a little bit longer than you need to be. And one of the things that happens to so many players is you get in trouble overreaching for a shot. You really need to make sure you have a good cue extension. Now, whether you're going to use just the bridge or the extension with the bridge, one of the things that happens with making position in this type of an arrangement is you will find yourself overreaching. Now, here's the key thing I want to teach you that's so important, is that when you make contact, okay, let's go ahead and put myself in a position where I can actually be overreaching. Maybe if it were here and I got to get to this position, possibly if it were a little bit longer, and now I'm going to overreach, okay? You see I got an extra longer bridge now. The other thing is look at my backhand. Notice that by the time I make contact with the ball, I'm already into my follow through. And at that point, you could find that you have limited action. And this is probably one of the things that's happening to our player who's asking about this, is you can't seem to get the shape you need. The reason you can't get the shape is because when you make contact with the cue ball, at contact, you should be vertical. If you're past vertical, you're already into the follow through. By the time you hit the cue ball, you're getting virtually no reaction and no action on the cue ball that you're looking for. And the only way you're ever going to really solve that is you've got to get the extension handle on your cue so that by the time you could be in vertical position from back here, and the extension has given you that to do. Now, for some of you who also may need to use, let me see, I should have it over here, a bridge. Okay, in a position like this, let's say that this is actually the shot, and this is, I'm going from the 2-ball. In this case here, to do this properly, put the bridge down on the table first. And be sure and put the head of the bridge in the same approximate position that you would put your hand if you didn't have that, okay? So you start from that. Then apply your cue to the bridge. And once it's in position, then get down. But look at my back arm. Notice that by the time I touch this cue ball, I'm going to be still vertical in position. And what happens to so many players is you'll use the bridge and then you'll do this, and look at my front hand. You're still pushing the cue stick, and this is what's creating the action problem. If you don't know how to use a bridge correctly with a cue where you're completely up into this position here, you see me here, and your elbow is up, your arm is horizontal. It's not like this, because you're going to tend to stab at the ball. In this position here, you can actually control the action of the stroke properly. That's the key, properly. So when you use a bridge and you can't get a proper full arm on it, when you add the extension, notice I can now get a full back arm position. And once you get the full back arm position, there it is. And you can actually take the full stroke, okay? That got a little close, but you got to watch out for that too. But I wanted you to see that you can get the full stroke in action by using the equipment properly. Work the behind the line drill. I would strongly encourage everybody, start with level 1. Just back and forth, any ball in any pocket, and get used to being able to control that position. And then go to level 2, and maybe you have to gradually build up to level 2 a little bit. You might get through a few balls. Put them in an order that you think you can sequentially put them in. Think about getting a great cue extension. The CX19 Bazooka cue extension by the drill instructor comes with a complete carry case, so it just slips right into the side of your pool bag, okay? And the carry case attaches right to your pool bag. So, yeah, I guess I should show you. Somebody wants to see that. Why not? There it is. See, on my personal case, there it is, just holds right on, and boom, it's gone. It's good. It's in there, and it's ready to go. So that's it for tonight. That was a great question. Thank you. God bless you. I love you guys. Aim straight, shoot straight, split the pockets. And hey, make sure you're using the right equipment so that you're always perfectly vertical at contact on that cue ball. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.